Hi, and welcome back to Dr. Kieran's Math Hacks. Today I'm going to talk about averaging. When we're taking an average, we're taking a bunch of piles of different sizes and trying to make them all the same size. When these piles are similar in size, we can ignore the bottom part of it. We only need to look at what changes. That means that we can subtract out large numbers and make the numbers easier. Let's see how that works. All right, let's average some numbers. So let's look at what is the average of 87, 83, 85, and 89. All right. So if we were looking at this as if they were like piles of dishes or something, piles of plates, I like to think of. We got 87 here. 83 is here, 85, and 89. Now we want to make them all the same height. But one thing that really doesn't matter is what's going on below this line, because they're all 80, right? It's 80 all the way along. So we can subtract 80 off of everything, do the averaging, which makes all this stuff even, and then add the 80 back on. So that gives us that we are averaging 7, 3, 5, and 9. All right, if we add those up, we've got 10, 24. Now 24 divided by 4 is 6. So the average of these numbers is 86. Because we're taking that 6, which is what makes them even here, and then we're adding that 80 back on. Let's look at another example. Some of my students say, oh, it isn't that much harder to do the whole thing. But sometimes it really is. For example, what if we were averaging 784, 69, 784, 63, 784, 65, and 784, 67. All right. Well, we're going to subtract off this 784.60 something. All right. Now, the numbers we have left are the same numbers we had at the last one, right? 10, 24 divided by 4 is 6. So our average is 784.66. Let's look at another one. Let's look at 569, 553, 571, and 558. Okay. In this case, there's several different ways we can attack this. We could take out the 500s and just average these. We could take out 550 and average what's left. Let's do that to start with. That gives us 8 here, 19 here, 3 here, and 21 here. That's going to give us 10, 21, 51 divided by 4 is 10, 12.75. Then we average the 550 back in and we get 562.75 as our average. All right, another way to do this would be to pick a number that is kind of in the middle to take out. Let's take out 560. Okay, if we do that, we're going to subtract 560 from everything. All right. That gives us -2, 9, -7, and 11. All right. Now the 9 covers the -7, the -2, and we just have 11 divided by 4. All right, that gives us 2.75. And then we add the 560 back in, and we get 562.75, which is the same thing. The only difference is that this one we have negative numbers involved. But it does mean that our total here is smaller. Another way we could have done this one is to do some rearranging before we even start. We say, okay, we want 560, so we need to add 2 to this one, we need to add 7 to this one, so we can subtract 9 here, which gives us 560, 560, 560, and 571. All right, now if we subtract off 560, we just get this 11. And we're dividing by 4, and that gives us our 2.75. We add the 560 in again, and we get 562.75, which we know from the previous ones is our answer. Okay? Hey, one more thing. I've now got a web page, drkarensmathhacks.com. I've got all my YouTube videos organized there so you can find what you're looking for, and my Medium articles, as well as a link for my book if you want to buy that. So if you liked this video, like, share, subscribe, and stop by my webpage.